I've always loved video games, but at some point, my hobby of playing them became a hobby of uploading videos of playing them. Let's plays, reviews, eventually live streams, I was obsessed with it. This came from a desire to create and express, but ironically was also the anchor stopping me from enjoying them. I wanted to play certain games in my downtime, but I also wanted to record these games for videos. But I needed more hard drive space, so I had to finish editing them to clear it up. But I also couldn't edit all the time because I needed time to relax. So there never really was any downtime, not when it came to playing anything new. My solace was getting lost in games that were easy to get back into, things I'd played many times before. Minecraft, Space Engineers, Rocket League, these were the lights in the cave that kept me safe on those nights when I was too tired to venture out somewhere new. Gaming helped me develop the skill of problem solving and taught me that there is no such thing as a problem that can't be solved. So I came up with a new idea, a new solution, a new YouTube channel. That's this one. One about taking the first step, a journey to catalog and play every video game that I own, every game that I continued to keep pushing away. So of course I spent the next several months building a spreadsheet and filling it out with every game I own instead of actually playing a lot of them, because this never solved the problem. I learned in my last video that it's not always just about pushing through or finding a solution. So I took those lessons and applied them here. I delved into the question I'd never considered asking before. Why? Why do I like creating these videos? Why does it have to be games? Why can't I just play something without thinking about it as a video? And I have yet to answer any of those questions, but it answered something else for me, which came from an unlikely location and brought me one step closer to the entire idea of this video. The library of games that I've avoided the most comes from my Switch. It's my favorite console, and it taught me that handheld is my preferred and favorite way to play games. It's the easiest way for me to relax, and I think in part because I can enjoy it separately from my regular gaming location, which I've associated with work for a very long time now. But it's handheld and has the ability to be played anywhere, also making it the most difficult and challenging for me to record. I was lying in bed playing through some cheap indie games, .cat, .dog, and whatever the other one was called. It was this bundle for $2 to get all three of them, and while I was playing through these, I did what I always do. I thought about ways that might be interesting to make a video out of what I was playing. I got to thinking about how I would record it, and that I loved playing it from my bed, and that these games were ones I would never have picked up or touched if I'd been sitting at the TV. And then again, I did that thing that I had started lately, and I asked why. Playing it away from my regular setup was more casual and relaxing. It allowed me to just mess around and have fun, and while I was laying there, I didn't worry about hard drive space or sifting through footage after the fact. For giggles, I decided to Google how to record footage on the Switch handheld, which I knew it wasn't going to go anywhere helpful because I'd done this so many times before, and the only things I'd found were some crazy tutorials on modding the Switch, and I'm not tech savvy enough to get into that. But this time, there was a new result at the top. 30 seconds of gameplay prior to pressing the capture button. It didn't seem like anything much at first, but there it was, the last 30 seconds before I'd pressed play. For the next 3 hours, I played more games in one sitting than I'd played collectively over the last couple months, and going back through some of the clips, 30 seconds is a long time. Most of the clips that I have in my videos are less than 30 seconds, and I spend time going through to find these when, in those moments, typically I know exactly what I want to use as a clip as I'm playing. The fear of not recording something that I would want to have in a video is what was holding me back all this time. And this excitement didn't stop there. I learned that OBS has the same feature, so I turned it on, I didn't hit record, and I launched up Elden Ring for the first time. This is a game I've been afraid to start playing more than any other game that I know, because this is a long game, and 2 hours of gameplay would get me about 9 gigs of footage. But over a couple days, I played Elden Ring for 15 hours, and I got 118 30-second clips that take up a little over 2 gigabytes in data. And when I go to edit it now, oh god, I can just imagine the amount of time that I'm going to be saving, not having to filter through hours and hours of footage. I just hit the replay button when something happens that I want to save, just in case I think I might use it for a video. I haven't enjoyed playing games this much in a long time, and now I can just start a game and play it, knowing that if something happens, I can capture that, and if nothing happens, it doesn't matter. So now here I am, enjoying all of these different video games that I was too afraid to start playing before. Although I still cannot understand why I want to like Elden Ring. This game makes me miserable, yet here I keep coming back to play more.